I thought it was surreal not too long ago that Apple was going to be competing with Tesla. My favorite car company by far. It's led by Elon Musk, which is one of my modern day heroes and inspirational figures that is still around today. And every single day, Tesla cars are doing more and more. They're getting updates. Most recently, they announced that all new Teslas coming out of the factories are going to have the hardware ready for complete autonomy. As in, they can drive themselves, not just auto steering on the road, but they can read traffic signs, they can see traffic lights, and the car will basically be able to do everything without you needing to be there, only for legal reasons. And all they're doing is waiting for the laws to be passed for them to update them, and once those laws are put in place, those cars will be ready. I read from several sources that Apple was diving into this type of industry, that's in smart cars that are fully electric and have autonomous features, and that they even had a secret lab in Germany where they were hiring ex-Tesla employees, Google employees, and even some of their old chiefs of design. But now, I'm hearing some information that's saying that they've kind of quit on the hardware side of it, as in no actual car part of this project, and are now just pursuing the software side of that industry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not, because, you know, don't think... No. Okay. For real though, that is sort of a bummer. But at the same time, it's also this giant sense of relief. I thought one of the discussions I'd be having on this channel in the 2020s is which car is better, the Tesla or the Apple car. Apple, that's my company, you know that. Look behind me. Look at my wrist. Check my pocket. Apple's my team, that's my boy. So I always want to support them because I know they're going to think of something that's clever and unique and have it implement very well with their other devices. But I'm also in love with Tesla because of how Apple-esque it is. By designing hardware and software that work together very well, the car does as much as possible for you. Things that cars have never done before. Opens doors for you, locks them, drives itself, parks itself, strategically avoids you from getting hit by other drivers, all electric, and of course, expensive beyond belief. That was gonna be a really hard decision to make as to which car is better. I'm sure the Apple car would have been more expensive, but also had a lot of unique features as well as implement a lot that Tesla's made. But now it does feel really good to know Tesla can remain the sole member of the really slick, really futuristic, cool, and very, very smart car. And currently they have very little competition in that field. Although the biggest problem I think we could have had if Apple did decide to go into this industry, do Tesla stations charge Apple cars? Probably not, right? Why would Tesla literally fuel their own competition? So to get the Apple car mainstream like the Model S and Model X, you would need to plant charge stations all across the world just for the Apple car, just like Tesla already has been doing for years and years. That's not something that can just happen overnight. Unlike gas stations, charge stations might not be as universal. So if Tesla starts competing with other major tech companies' electric and fully autonomous cars, things are gonna get kind of complicated for consumers. It might be for the best that Apple doesn't go into that field, even though I'm very, very curious to see what Johnny Ive was thinking in terms of an Apple car. Like maybe in a few years he could release those images or send them to Elon Musk and say, hey, you should think about this for your next Tesla. Perhaps Apple and Tesla can work closer together. Maybe Tesla doesn't need a direct competitor yet. Later on, we're gonna start to see the Model 3, a $3,500 electric car, and I hope that when the Model 3 comes out, it also is equipped with that full autonomous equipment so that when the laws are passed, they can pass that legislation, Tesla can update it, and then those really cheap cars, not super cheap, but you know, cheaper than the Model S, can also drive themselves. But the point of competition is to have companies wanting to make the better product, whether it be price or with features. That makes things tougher on them and it gives them incentive to go into new fields and try new things. At the end of the day though, Elon Musk wants these cars to be as cheap as possible, and they're getting really amazing software updates, and I think that is a great company you want to lead you into the future. So go Tesla. This is your Apple Sheep here, and I will see you in the next one.